Welcome to the Lusitani campaign for Et Impera 1.2.4. In the last part we declared war on the Bolli and took their main settlement, but then they struck back and recaptured one of mine, Treverorum. And what's happened now is this army's moved in to take this settlement back against this damaged army. Of course they've got an absolute rubbish garrison which doesn't count, so effectively it's my army against the Bolli army. But the big thing we've got is we've got absolute total cav superiority. Of course we're going to fight this because I just don't want to take the casualties, to be honest. Oh, and they've come out on the battlefield. They've effectively committed suicide, because in an open battlefield with massive cav superiority, they're going to have very little chance. So we're going to start deployment. They're going to come at us. So, well, they might come at us. Not sure. What we're going to do is have... I'm not sure why I'm putting the swordsman, spearmen on the flanks, because they've got absolutely no cav whatsoever. I'm going to keep do I go for the traditional format? No. I must admit, I do like my missile troops on the flanks. I think to start with, just have you back this way. And the other thing I'm going to do is, I don't really need to risk the general that much, so we're going to have the general, and we're going to have the Iberian cavalry on that side. Now I don't really want to rush into the trees, so I want to find them first. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the cav out a little bit just to find them first. I don't really want to go barreling through these trees. Slingers, you move forward as well. There they are. Now the AI is probably just going to hang around looking for reinforcements. They've actually got defences here, but we should be able to get around those ones. And what we're going to do is get the cavalry right round behind them. They're probably going to stay behind their defences, so we're going to move forward a little bit. Yeah, there. What I'm going to do is sneak the cav round this way. Come, sneak through. Some flame pits there. And what we're going to do is split some of you off that way. Actually, go back this way. Reform here. They're coming through their own defences. Front line. Or back this way. I think it's this way. Hey, get away. Don't be so interested in that defense. Okay, they're coming through. General that way. I'm not seeing what the heck is up with this. Okay, idiot. Just get back over here. You can't get through the gap. No point having you. You fall back this way. These guys are quite obliging me now.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Yes, I know. Now technically they're going to have more units on the battlefield than me, simply because they're their garrison units.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
So what I want is these armies to literally, this cav to sit out here to pick off their units as and when they come through. Cavalry that way.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. Warriors! Take the hill! Cut them! Iberian swords! Loose! Battle! Ready! Warriors!
What we can do is press them.
Iberian swords! Shield warriors! Warriors! Eager for blood! We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Okay. Guys, going this way.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Okay. Skirmish.
Iberian swords! Swords! Iberian swords! We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. Ready yourselves! Slingers! Missile arms! Iberian cavalry! We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. Counter the missile warriors!
Hopefully you idiots will can now break off and hey, get away from that spear units. General Cav. Pull back. Hey, you guys pull this way.
We will pierce their hearts. Shield warriors! Warriors ready! Melee fighting! Noble cavalry!
General.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Okay, pull away.
Our aim is true. Weapons ready.
Cav this way. Well. These guys are losing convincingly.
Our general is under attack. Noble cavalry. Shield warriors.
You guys push on these. Cav around that way. Wait, General. This way.
Iberian cavalry.
General.
Iberian cavalry.
Missile troops. General that way.
Iberian cavalry.
Slingers that way.
Missile warriors. Sword. All echo. Fire!
cavalry.
One of our
General.
units has used all its ammunition.
Although strictly speaking, you don't need to kill those, but you might as well get some kills in. Right, the cavalry is now breaking through the centre and in amongst there. You get in amongst those. Your job is not to go after their general.
It's turning in our favor.
Okay. Break that way. Okay, slingers, you've done enough damage. Cavalry that way.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
They will bleed for us.
Cavalry out. You guys pin these.
One of our
Cavalry
units has
out.
used all its ammunition.
Your job is to kill anyone running away. Cavalry that way.
Barbarian swords.
Orders.
The men are wavering.
Yep, we're going to support you. Don't worry.
Swords.
Make them bleed.
That cavalry charge is going to make all the difference.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You guys quite happily stand there.
Warriors eager for blood.
Iberian cavalry.
They're defending the settlement, so
Battle ready and eager. Iberian swords. Iberian swords.
you're damaged.
Warriors.
You're damaged. You move away. I don't want you involved in the battle. Same as you. You guys chase these into the trees. Hey, what the heck are you doing over there, General? I know I told you to chase units, but I didn't quite literally mean that way. Cav makes a vast amount of difference. Yeah, end battle. Having the Cav deployed against an army that doesn't have Cav is absolutely devastating. You can see the effect I've had there immediately. We lost 573. Decisive victory. And that's our settlement back. And it's just going to occupy. And of course we have to see what they've actually... No, they didn't actually change anything. We've got our proving grounds and Cav here, because this is our military front line. Now these guys are going to be a bit upset, but they're not going to be upset for that long. Now I could swoop out and take this area here. I'll drop that in there. We've got 26,000 to spend. Wow. I mean, I could come out and take this army. I think I'm just going to let these guys suffer for a little while. What we're going to do is bring this army up, and actually what we're going to do is we're going to take out the damaged units, or some of the damaged units, and we're going to replace them with this army. So and just bring this army back up to strength. Okay. What unit am I missing? I'm put 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This unit. Yeah. So this army gets the damaged units. This army is back up to strength and probably even stronger than it was before. We've now got four Lusitani nobles. And this army can eventually do it. So we're going to leave this guy to suffer for a little while. You can just come out and you can actually fortify actually. No. I want you to stand there to tempt these guys in. How's the garrison here? Yeah, the garrison's rubbish, but at the same time, what you can do is just go up and put a bit of sabotage on this guy. Heralds of Death. Your agent was not successful, but the effort was not entirely wasted. Completely unnoticed and unhindered. I don't know if you can you do it a second time?
I like wrecking things.
Failed to sabotage the army.
This was not a success.
Okay, never mind, not a problem. But this agent here, quite happily annoying these guys, and we've got 26,000 to spend. Isn't that fun? Isn't that great? Now the problem I'm going to be getting is how do I get my faction leader across this strait here? Because I know that there's actually a navy up there, so what I'm going to do is just put that in there. I think what we're going to do is recruit some naval units here. Maybe this army supported by the navy should be enough to deter those pirates, but we'll just have to give that a go. And as I said, we've got 26,000 to spend. Maybe it's now time to take this up. This is, yeah, we need our own garrison there. Tanya, Belgia. Let's see if we can fix any public order. Wow, we can take that up. But yeah, we'll take advantage of the cash to get that up to improve the weapons of my troops. So I'm going to need my units to be as well trained as possible if I'm going to take on the Romans and the Massilla. What I'm going to do is go for the public order. Anything that gives me public order at the moment. Lusitani, nope. Media, 2 more turns and you'll be ready to go. Yeah. And I've got 7,000 to spend. What do I get from this? Not much, but it doesn't have any downside. Provides garrison. Maybe there's something a little bit better that we can go for. I mean, I could just hang on to the cash. Don't really need that for the moment. Wow, this could be useful. This is going to give me 2 public order. 395. That's going to give me 4 public order. Yeah, what we're going to do is take that up. That's going to give me a bit more cash and a little bit more growth. Can't take this up because I don't have enough. Yeah, we're going to go with that, guys. Okay, here we go for an intern. Okay, new political appointment. The chieftain has declared this man to be one of those that knows. Okay, agent exposed. Child is born. Child is born. Loads of children. Mission issued. Research technology. The following war exercises. 28 turns. Well, might go for that. Construction complete up here. Enclosed lands. Let's see what else we need first. The Bolly seem to have disappeared. Have they been wiped out? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks very much like the Bolly have been destroyed. Action destroyed. Yep. I think somebody else did the honours there. Now, we're friends with the Swaby. Who else can we pick on that will take this? Maybe we're going to have to go for these guys. They're at war with the Ari and the Getty. The Swaby. These are at war with Rome and Massilla, but I don't think that's... I mean, that's the edge of my territory there. That's Swaby territory, so we won't get any benefit from that. What I'm going to do is bring this army down here. Move this army north.
Get moving.
This way. Then what we're going to do is move these armies up. We've got a couple of Impera armies here. Again, no cav. That could be a very big mistake, gentlemen. You just go into patrol here. Let's just keep this in order.
What would you have of me?
What I'm going to do is push this agent through here now. You. I mean, this army could come down this way. I think for the moment we will just leave this army here. Bring this army up here. Now the question is, can I get my faction leader across? What we're going to do is bring our faction leader here. We'll put our navy right next to him. And got no mercs to hire anyway. Just going to build the fleet up a bit. And gamble that wherever the... I mean, are we at war? Still at war with these stupid pirates? No, we're not. No, it looks like somebody may have wiped them out actually. When I wasn't looking. That's okay then. Maybe I'm just being a bit overcautious, so I'll just cancel that to save some money. So I don't want to lose my faction leader. You're nice and positive. You're really cooking now. Thank you. Path, we're going to go down here. 260, 500. We're going to go down the fishmonger route. Yeah, I think we can pop that. That's just going to give us a bit more extra cash. So I do want to make this into a massive economic centre. Get things going really well. And I think that's all we can do this turn, guys. Just have a quick check, make sure. Yeah, I mean, strictly speaking, I could probably... Oh, we're just going to keep that because it... No, let's just... Well, I think we'll just untax this for a couple of turns just to keep the public order going in the right order until that temple kicks in. Desertion. Yeah, well, goes without saying because my faction lead. And of course, it's winter. We're just going to get our king ashore. Wow. My income is really low at the moment. You back into here. Of course it's winter. You move this way. We just pop that. We've only got a little bit of cash here. Time to get this in. That's going to give us a little bit more money. 6 turns. You guys can go into patrol. That's going to give me a tiny little bit more cash. Encourage population and telekinesis. You're 100. I don't want telekinesis to drop, so I'm just going to give telekinesis a nice big nudge. This area here is still strong. Here in the history of, what's this? A year in the history of 2225 BC. Roman consuls and Greeks, deaths. Seleucus II, king of the Seleucid Empire, Roman Republic. Yep. And encourage population up here. This is looking good. This area is really coming together really nicely now. Hopefully, let's just check the... Yeah, we're over 50% now, and this is still declining. We've got... oh, and one thing I didn't do was deploy you. That should...
I've much to teach you.
And what's the... over here? Yeah, you have 48% and rising. Again, you've got loads of stuff. This is declining. I mean, these are local traditions, so I'm never going to get 100%. But we should get at least up to the 70s, 80s eventually. Well, I think we can get a clay pit in there and get that running. And it's going to go for an end turn. Okay, hidden agent exposed. The snow's just fading away at the end of winter. Have a look at my House of Politics. Still not brilliant. Who are you? Where are you? Well, we're soon going to get you into a battle. So despite me giving you battles, you're still not very happy with me. Oh, not very good. What's your rank? Who are you? Lusitani. These guys like us. Council of Chieftains like us. I suppose it's because you hate barbarians and we've got treaties, probably. Have a look. Let's have a look, see what we got here. Hates Easterners. And then I suppose we got a treaty with the Easterners. Bigots, yes. Now, where players' cotton's not dominant, so we're going to need to pick this up. Likes Romans. Hates barbarians. Well, that could be a problem once he becomes a...
Ready for battle.
You.
Move out.
There. Zone of control for this army here. You come to there. Faction leader. You. The faction leader's happy within himself, so bring the faction leader down here. And what we're going to do is bring this army up around here. Because these are the two armies that are going to mount the attack on the Cimbri. That was the garrison here. It's... wow. Oh, that's the wrong one. Building back up again, but our faction leader will defend this. Vicentio is doing really well now. With this, with the temple building, it should be fine. Let's have a look here. I'm very inclined now to reshape some of this here, although this is defensive. Yeah, I mean, do we really need a cavalry recruitment here? You've got... no, I think we can get rid of that. so we can make this into a more economic center. You've got this here. You could do going up to 10,000. Wow. We need the cash. Let's have a look at the world of diplomacy. Ideally, what I would like is for Massilla to fall out with Rome. I mean, they're fighting Rome. You're fighting everybody and anyone. You're fighting, but you're effectively cut off here. Swaby, you're fighting somebody out here, which I know nothing about. Who are you fighting? You're still fighting Rome and Massillae, but for some reason your armies are still up here. Carthage is still at war with everybody, but I don't really want to snag that area there. I think it's got to be the Cimbri, simply because if we're going to get to the victory condition, we need a lot more settlements, and what I want to do is build a power base across. Sorry about this, guys, going back into here. My instinct is to push round the top of Rome like this, so that we can, maybe we'll try and keep Massilla on side, and then we can smack them from all different directions. That might be the best way forward. If we could get rounds here, get the necessary provinces, and then come down that way. But that's going to be a little bit of fun. Can we spend any money? We've got Germania Minor. Right, you can now, yeah, you're going to make a tiny amount to add to the income. Want to do that? Caledonia. And yes, that's certainly going to help now. We can now bring Caledonia into the fold, make some money. I'm not making really large sums of money. I mean, this is our richest one, Telekinesis. We're going to have to start making these a lot more financially orientated, I think. Aquitania. A few more turns and you're going to have that. Bactria. Yeah, we need lots of money, so I think I'm just going to hang on to the cash, guys. And we're going to go for an intern. Faction rises. No idea where they are. Not particularly that interested. Sacred enclosure. Down here. Certainly would like to get that. But that could be more attractive. Although the public order will be trash. It's definitely would like this to be a frontline settlement. Because if we're going to fight the Massilla and Rome, we do need to get these up to level 3 so that we can get the biggest possible garrison. What I'm going to do is go for this and spend all my money and go for the cash improvement here, and then we can deal with the public order with this army. King, you get down to here. Actually, no, you stop about there. You're not really in range, because if I'm going to hit these guys, I want to hit these guys hard from the beginning. What we're going to do is just move up to here. We're in patrol. We've got an army missing. There was another army here. There it is. Okay. Who are the Cimbri at war with? The Ari and the Getae. So their enemies are down this way. Okay. And I think we're there. Okay guys, this is where I'm going to leave it, simply because if we're going to declare war on the Cimbri, I want to start that with a new episode, because what we'll try and do is get in, take this army down on one with one of these. Probably would be this army rather than this army. This army's got massive cav superiority, So what we'll do is we'll swing in and on the next turn and take this army out, and then this army will come in and take out Treverorum, and then we'll push on to this frontier here. And then what we will probably do is then push through. A little bit worried about this navy here, although it's not massive. Maybe what I will do is bring my navy up to here. So you can come up to here. That puts you in range of Flevum. My navy gives negative public order. Well, that's okay, I can fix that. You can come down over here. And just...
Is there nothing else?
That makes you +8. That makes you 0, but that's okay. 5 more turns and you'll be really moving forward and cooking. This is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. As I say, next time we will be pushing against the Cimbri simply to try and get the 80 settlements. And what do I need? 49, isn't it? I've got a long way to go yet before I get to the required number of settlements and the units and navy. So there's a fair way yet to go. And I think I would like to get as many of those 80 settlements done and ready before we actually go to war with either, well, it would probably be Massila first and then Rome. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.